So a big question you're going to ask yourselves, is Drogba worth your time? Backline boss. Okay, I'll take another one of them. We have got the quick step, the low driven, and the aerial plus. It's a solid upgrade. On this day, 93 rated. Obviously, stats-wise, we're going to look very good physically, pace, shooting, and obviously the dribbling has got a little bit of an upgrade as well, which is always going to be nice. Obviously, then we've got playstyles, finesse, power shot, power header, first touch, press proven, rapid and technical, alongside the advanced forward, which is what everybody kind of goes for. Let me know if you use anything different, to be honest. Now, when we do look at him in comparison to his previous version, you're obviously looking at the grassroots. They're going 400,000, so 10 SBCs for him might not necessarily be that terrible. We are looking, let's click onto him. We don't know the price just yet, but we will find that out. I'm thinking engine probably is the best shout, to be honest. Unless you wanted to go for the controlled lengthy. I mean, you could understand that. If you went for the Hunter, you would get that controlled lengthy as well. 99 and 97. The engine's going to give you a bit more agility balance. So we'll kind of sort that one out in themselves. When we do look at the SBC, you've obviously got the bronze and silver and the 83 rated team, which is obviously going to be kind of added on there. So naturally, you've got 7 SBCs to finish. We have an 86 with a team of the week. 88, oh, it jumps up quickly. 88 team in a week, 89, 90, 90, and a 91. So not actually that bad, because you got to think next week we have team of the season. We are into team of the season. These are going to be very easy to complete. Is Drogba worth it? Let's find out. So if you're looking for coins, check in the description for El Dorado. Depending on the coin amount that you're looking for, the delivery time is displayed on the website, and you'll see lots of different trusted sellers with reviews on specifics, and also the ability to be able to pick who you want. It will also show how much they have in stock, and obviously you can see that they are verified members. There is 100% refund ability and also 24/7 support if you need any questions with your coin needs. Also, if you head over to Trustpilot as well, you can see over 30,000 upvotes for them. You can see how reliable they are. Obviously great feedback across the entire board with El Dorado. So when on checkout, make sure you are using the code JT11 for 5% off your order every time. Discount code JT11. Now let's get back to the video. What I'm kind of imagining from Drogba is going to be a powerhouse striker still. It's how we kind of remember Drogba in every aspect. Normally, oh god, somebody who is just generically very good on the tackle, has got a solid amount of pace. Maybe not necessarily going crazy, but enough to warrant a very decent powerhouse sort of striker. This guy's got Pele. Doesn't matter, Tonale's coming in there. With obviously the incisive, find a bit of James, and then I'm hoping he's got a wonderful strike. We got CR7 with him. Good challenge. Take it. Little one. Nice. There it is. Back to CR7. Takes around him. Looks for the near post. It's as easy as that sometimes. There's the run off. Can we just... Oh, I was hoping he was going to stay in track with that one player there. We kind of had him on the absolute brink there. He's offside. So, in general, I'm feeling nice. Very responsive. Oh, God. Very responsive to the dribble, which is absolutely fantastic. It's exactly what you want. Somebody that is just very good at the overall striker game. CR7 and again. Ooh, not where I wanted it. Drogba. Look for him. I mean, I'm always half and half with the low driven. I mean, I get it and I can do it, but it's not necessarily my favourite. I think it'll take a lot to get rid of the finesse. I'm just a finesse shot merchant most of the time. It's oh, okay. It's one of my favourite shots, just in general, like how it looks. Like the power shot is obviously always fantastic. Get it? Never know. Vinny? Looking for it. Haha, let's go. So, low driven is always one of them ones that it's nice in the moment, and I think with this Drogba, you're kind of thinking if you're going into team of the season with a lot of triple play style pluses, realistically when it comes to a striker, you are looking at, oh, that's a great ball. Left foot, not as much. You are looking at finesse shot, you're looking at quick step, maybe a first touch, a press proven-esque sort of thing. Maybe something like a press proven for someone like Drogba just emulates the best that he's got, so that's something most definitely. Didn't mean to make that pass. Bit of a rear end on it. Go with the low driven. And again, try if you can't try again. So you're kind of looking at strikers like that, and you'll get so many that are necessarily so much cheaper than him. That's a great block. So already you're kind of thinking, well, maybe later on down the line, if we get an evolution, we're talking mid to end way into footies, because obviously, or team of the season, because obviously we will end up having 93 rated cards that can go into evolutions. Well, that's not a secret. So looking at maybe a quad playstyle plus like we saw in footies would be the easy option to say that a finesse shot could really do a wonder for this card. We can find him through there. Little draw back and find the goal. Absolutely brilliant. Hat-trick hero. 3 goals and he's done. So just as we're getting into the match, we're currently coming in at 1 million coins, which to be honest right now might not necessarily be the biggest value he's got, because obviously we have got team of the season coming literally in a week's time. So we are probably going to see that price drop, because at the minute I can imagine a lot of people are not necessarily opening up a crazy amount of packs due to the fact we've got kind of like the warm-up players in there looking for him. Get the chest, the volley, 1 minute in. It's stunning play. But we're not going to get so many people opening packs. But then also, I don't know what the wait is like at the moment. We've not really opened anything since 6 p.m. So that's going to be an interesting one to see what we're actually going to get. Can we get the through ball into CR7? I mean, I wanted the other foot, but we can make it work. It was a great ball. I should have took it down more than anything. So it will be interesting to see what price he does come in at. I'd imagine more towards like the 800k mark. And I don't actually know how high the market is at the moment. Like, to get that 91 rated team, it could be, say, 400,000-500,000. But once we get into team of the season, that could literally half, which would make a dramatic impact on the market currently. Little through ball into him. Power. Looking for the turn if we can on him. Ooh. Doesn't have necessarily the craziest agility. We will say that. Which, to be honest, if you are rocking a Drogba, are you really expecting him to be that agile in the box? That's a great fit. Is that Henry's 92? Again, Henry is another one. This is kind of the issue we got. And Drogba's come right. Like, if you didn't have the Eusebio SBC and the Henry SBC, I could easily say like Drogba is a surefire bet to get as a striker just because he could do stuff like that. Whereas now you've got an Henry 92 that, to be honest, I don't think there's many strikers that they will bring out that will be better than that card in general. But then also you've got Eusebio, who again is another cracking card. How have we managed to get that? But that's going to be the only thing I would consider. Then obviously having a CR7 that we've had, the evolution of the strike force as well. There's been a lot of emphasis on strikers. So whether Drogba's just a card that you want, you might be a big Drogba fan. You might be a fan of his playstyle. I know he has got a very specific one. So that could be another kind of big advocate for the card if you want. Oh, he's offside. But in general, I must admit, like he's always a very good striker. Get away from everybody. Nice, nice. Little fake off the post. I mean, he's a big old striker with a very good pace mechanic on him. Lovely. Oh, I mean, that is a recovery if I've ever seen one. How on earth did he kind of fall over and then drop it back to himself again? Oh, that's great pace. Ooh, nearly. I thought it again. The almost the animations that they're doing just doesn't seem to be computing very well. Like, it seems like they're falling over with Drogba, and then secretly they're not, and they just get the ball back again. Lovely. Got strength versus Bale. Oh, heavy touch that. So going into the overall forum then. So we're looking at just 1 million coins. I'm interested. What is the 91 SBC coming in at? We've got it 316. So if we kind of think, okay, so looking at the SBC, cheapest by rating, because realistically for a 91 rated team, it's 9 91s and 2 90s. So that's going to be the bog standard. You can obviously do 2 94s at 89, 2 390s and go with that way. But naturally, if you're going for the cheapest and easiest if you can, 35,000, 36. So realistically, we're looking at them a lot lower, 37, 36. You're more than likely at Team of the Season just going to get a lot of low entry 91s and 92s. So that's where it's going to go lower. I could see him being a lot cheaper. Now, as a striker, is he good enough? I think yes. I don't think there's really too much question there. I like the playstyle pluses. I think it works well for his character. The quick step's brilliant for his burst. Aerial is obviously fantastic for the striker that he is. 4-star, 5-star, love it. Low driven. I mean, I am a finesse merchant, so I'm going to have a different point of view. But, I mean, the low-driven still works really well. In and around the box, it's a nice one to use. Obviously, you can still use a lot of his playstyles that he already has. And he has a nice, an abundance of them as well, which is always good. In terms of what you're going to go with, I think the Hunter is probably the best mechanic just because you're going to get the controlled lengthy, which is going to be the better playstyle, the better chemistry role to give you the best acceleration type. If you don't know the difference, controlled lengthy is basically you get faster, or yeah, you basically speed up as you continue, whereas controlled more than likely will just be one set of pace, and if you go an explosive, it'll be out the window really quick and you get caught up basically. So controlled lengthy has always been a more fan favorite. It definitely has more of an effect kind of in these past few FIFAs, but it's not as clear now. I think centre backs have had a massive update, but it's still a good one to see, and you max out pretty much everything from pace to shooting what you need. Long shots I'm not too fussed about, so he is almost a deadly striker. Overall wise, I'm very happy with the card. I think 1 million coins, probably too expensive with the SBCs that we've got, but with the fact that he's coming out in Team of the Season, might give you a little bit of kind of extra nudge to him. Like I say, I personally would choose Henry and Eusebio over him. Maybe Eusebio might be underneath him, just purely down to the playstyle pluses. I like the rapid and the first touch. Not a massive fan of the power shot personally, and I think Henry's just in general better. Henry's just unbelievable this year, whereas Eusebio's just as good, but I think going for a Drogba could be just a little bit of a change as well. So let me know down below if you're going to complete him. He's a fantastic card. Let me know your thoughts.